dreams are not reality until they are.
Welcome to the Busy Girls Book Club. We are a podcast that brings you all of the BookTok's most popular books and tells you whether or not you should take time out of your busy schedule to read them. I'm Catherine.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Caitlin. And we are bringing you another sequel. You guys are eating up the unselected journals of Emma M. Lyon. All the book girlies have them. Whether you like Regency or not, everybody's reading them. So we brought you volume 1. And today we bring you volume 2, which is slightly longer than the first. That doesn't mean it's long. But we get a little more from Miss Lyon. The first one was setting up, the community, the life of Emma, some of the side characters. In this one, we get a lot more side characters. We get several men who appear to be flirting with Miss Emma, who is uninterested in marriage. She's just trying to secure her fortune, what her parents left her. It's not really a fortune, but yeah, and she has to combat batty family members along the way.
Yeah, this is a really, really good one in the series. I think this one is one of my favorites, and I've read all 8 that are out. Because we really get into some lovable hijinks and learn a lot more about characters that become even more important later. So yeah, do you guys have reviews?
Yeah. The 1-star reviews aren't super interesting, but I found this review kind of funny in the 1-star reviews because I think it just goes to show how short these books are. It says, slightly better than the first book, but still extremely boring. I was told to go at least to book 3. So here we go on to book 3.
There we go.
I have one that is a 4-star because it's a sentiment I sort of feel. It says, this is a delectable little treat between big reads. I love Emma, the side characters, and this Regency period so much and will definitely continue the series. I have been using it as breaks between books also because they're so short and sweet. Or if I just need to read real quickly while I'm sitting in a doctor's office or something, they're a great one to have on your phone. So I like the sentiment in this review.
Yeah, perfect. I found a 5-star review and it just says, R.I.P. Emma, you would have loved chatting with boys on Bumble.
Oh my God. The boys wouldn't have known what to do with Miss Lyon on Bumble.
Yeah, I was like, interesting idea. I think Emma might have been a little too much for Bumble, but
they would not have known what to do with her.
Yeah, modern day boys still don't know what to do with her.
Well, the reason the 1-star reviews were probably boring is because people like this book. The overall Goodreads rating is 4.39 out of 5, Fable 4.24 out of 5, and Storygraph 4.3 out of 5. So that's pretty high for books we review. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I'm at a 4-star rating, so yes.
Yeah, this was another 5-star for me. This series is perfect to me.
And I think I gave the last one a 3, but I gave this one a 4. I really liked it. I really liked learning more about the world of Emma and the characters. There's a lot of character building in this, but still action, if that makes sense. I don't know. I like them. They're lovely.
Right. Okay. Well, is the book more plot or character driven? We kind of discuss in book 1, technically the overarching plot is Emma has to find a way to solve her financial woes, but there's a lot going on outside of that too.
Yes. There is a lot going on outside of that. Actually.
But it's still pretty character driven because it's her journal.
Yes, it's epistolary. It's Emma driven. The book is Emma. Emma's making some choices that are trying to shift her fate.
Yeah.
Her choices are great. I don't know what you're talking about.
She's trying to. That's what I'm saying. She's not necessarily doing it yet.
Well, she's also like 20, 21 in this book. And so she's just a very young woman dealing with some very difficult problems in a world that is set up to work against her. Yeah, I think these books are just so character driven just because they're told from Emma's perspective, and her perspective is so strong and like opinionated and like single-minded that it feels like everything kind of, even though there is a plot, everything kind of ends up being about her and like how she chooses to respond. But another question that's a bit redundant: have you or would you read other books by the author? I've finished the books in this series that are out now. I will definitely continue reading on.
I'm on book 3, and not because it's a long read, just because I use it between other things.
Yeah, I'm on book 3 as well, because it is kind of like a palate cleanser in the most form.
I am Emma, okay? I enjoy reading her.
Oh yeah, no, she's like by far one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yes. Yeah. Her and her little world has struck me in a way that like I am very rarely struck. I'm like 10 out of 10 for me.
She's really got the English girlies in a chokehold, because of my friend who's an English major blew through these books.
Yes. Yeah. The Jane Austen girlies, the Bridgerton TV watchers, you found our perfect niche here with how this is written.
Yeah.
We love it.
Exactly right in that niche. I love Bridgerton. Emma is one of my favorite characters of all time, and Emma is a lot like Emma.
And it's very reminiscent of Emma from Jane Austen.
Very clearly inspired partially by Emma.
With more agency.
Yeah. Okay. So how was the pacing of the book? How long did it take you to read? It's so short.
It's like 150 pages or something.
I think this one is 200, because I think the first one is like right around
152.
Oh my gosh. I did not realize the second book was so short.
It feels longer. Much more happens. Yes. But that doesn't change the pacing. I do think it was the same kind of pace. This time, though, I wasn't as angry about how it ended because I got more of a full story. Like I was part of the reason I didn't like the first one as much is because it just was like so abrupt. It was like reading the intro to a book and getting nothing else. I was like, where's the rest? I was angry. But don't worry, there's a bunch more of them, so I'm fine now.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it technically took me like 2 months to read because I took a long break in between the 2 sittings I finished it in. Like I started it, got 30%, 6%, put it down, picked it up 2 months later, and finished the rest of it in one sitting. So it's a very quick read.
Yeah. This book also doesn't have traditional chapters. The diary entries tend to be very short, and so it's really easy to pick up and put down, and it's also really easy to just keep reading on because everything is so there's such brevity but such depth.
It really is somehow. It's accurate. It just made me giggle.
I mean, there's like one sentence like entries that have so much depth to them.
And we get a lot more of Pierce, aka the tenant, in this book, and lots of tension communicated through very few words.
Yes, I am a fan of the letters within the diary. It's like epistolary within the epistolary. I'm not always a fan, and I probably said this last time, of epistolary novels. However, I love this.
Yeah.
Don't let that deter you. I love this.
Yeah. This is a different kind of epistolary. Like this is just, it feels like you're getting the inner workings of her mind while also like living her life through her. And it's so much fun.
Every entry, no matter how small, adds something to the story.
Yeah.
Or the character.
Would you watch a movie or TV show of the book?
Yes.
Put the Bridgerton producers on it right now.
Exactly.
Mostly because I need the wardrobe.
such a good job. Oh my gosh. I would just adore this in a movie, maybe 3 movies, kind of covering her whole
Honestly,
story.
get some of the Bridgerton cast involved, like Roland.
Yeah, who would play Emma?
No, that's gotta be someone new.
Yeah, Emma has to be someone new, but
I could picture Jonathan Bailey as like Roland or something.
yeah.
Roland, oh my god.
Bring back the Duke.
Yeah, the Duke could be Islington. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, busy girl rating. Not sure there'll be much to discuss on this one.
It's a 5.
How dare you presume you know me?
It's 150 pages.
I'm kidding. It's a 5.
It's a 5. It's just like
it's the
really
perfect
good
book for busy girls because you pick it up, you put it back down, and even when you pick it up 2 months later, I still knew what was going on and still felt like, oh, right, we're right back in it.
Never guess what we gave the first one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sensing a trend in this series.
Yeah.
Are we going to continue with all 8? Time will tell.
Aren't there going to be like 12 or something total?
This came from my mom. I have not fact checked this information. So sorry if I'm misleading people. But my mom told me that there's supposed to be like 30 of them. Yeah.
I mean, but I'll probably read them.
I'll read them. I don't know that I want 30.
30 is a little much.
What now? 20? Okay.
20 to 25 total volumes.
Yeah.
That's the AI summary on Google.
Okay.
So take that with a grain of salt. But
there we go. So either way, there's supposed to be a lot of these books, which I think is fine, but we'll see. I'll read them all. So we'll let you guys know.
Will we do 20 to 25 episodes?
No.
Let us know. No.
Maybe we can just hop back in for the last book.
Right. Okay, well, are we ready for spoilers? And let me tell you, there's only 152 pages, so it's not hard to spoil.
Yeah. There's just compact plotted events happening.
But also, like, you can't really spoil the series. I don't know.
I mean, you can.
They're diary entries. It's an ongoing thing. Listening to this episode won't ruin the rest of the series for you.
No, we will stick to just this book.
Right. Okay. So first spoiler question. What do you think of Emma beginning her trials with her aunt Arabella and about meeting her childhood rival?
Arabella is literally that little white girl from The Princess Frog.
Yes. Well, Arabella's very like snarky. Like she's going along with it, but she's smart enough to know
towards the end of the movie, you know, when she like
yeah, I feel like she's more self-actualized than Lottie.
But that's who I picture.
For sure. I mean, like, she recognizes that what Emma doesn't, in that marriage can also be very beneficial to women, depending on who you marry, and that is an expectation of society. And if Arabella chose the path that Emma's on, she wouldn't get the same amount of grace. So she's more realistic of the time period, I think. And I think that brings in an interesting, unique perspective for Emma to consider because, like, she's a very smart individual.
Arabella's willing to settle if it will put her in a better situation, both like comfort and financially.
Yeah, I mean, Arabella is just approaching things with less of a romantic perspective, which is by necessity because of who her mom is. She is either going to be an active participant in guiding her mother's opinions, or she's going to be the victim of whatever her mother decides. But she doesn't have the same ability to just have her own path that Emma does. So she's really just practical. Like she's doing the best she can with her situation. She understands, though, that she will not be able to wait for love. If you can't wait for love, then instead what you do is you maximize the other advantages that marriage can offer you.
Yeah. And I also love Emma's back and forth with Aunt Eugenia. Because
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Eugenia is trying her hardest to rein Emma in so that she can use her to get Arabella a husband. However, Emma is not one to be used, and she also knows that. So their
Hmm.
banter is hilarious.
But Aunt
Yeah.
Eugenia is also very interesting as a character because, like, she obviously loves Emma in her own weird way.
Yeah.
And she appreciates Emma's snark, but realizes that that's not helpful in society.
She has to be like hiding her laughs
Yes.
because
Yeah.
she wishes she could be as free as Emma, but she is not.
No.
Right. There's a lot of very complex characters portrayed in a very likable way. Like
Mhm.
Aunt Eugenia is very difficult and annoying, but she has enough love for Emma that it's still more endearing than it is frustrating, even though it can be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't really view her as a villain necessarily. I know she's sort of a foil, but she's not like a
Yes.
villain.
She's kind of like the devil's advocate almost, or like Arabella is a foil to Emma in a lot of ways, like sort of like what Emma's life would have been like if things had just gone a little differently.
Mhm. Also, her childhood nemesis, Roland, appears at these
I love Roland.
lunches and teas and things, and he's this like Greek god of a man, and she hates him but also loves him.
Loves him. I love me some Roland. I think he's a great character again in like not an overly heavily handed way, but still does show the privilege of men contrasted against Emma and Arabella's constraints.
But he
Um,
matches her wit step for
yes.
step.
And
And
he wants to join Emma in her schemes. Like if Emma's like, "Can you, Roland, I need you to help get me out of this." He's like, "I'm on it."
he's like, I'll bring you a book if you do what I need now.
Yeah.
I love that he was he wanted help with a girl. And then it turns out he's like, never mind, I don't actually like her, but here's a book. And then he makes like kind of this comment about like, I want someone like you. Like I want someone
Mhm.
who's
Free.
independent like you. And I'm just like, you're never gonna meet another girl like Emma. Like that just ain't happening. But nice try, buddy. That was real slick.
I do feel like this book implies that Roland would be interested in Emma if Emma was interested in him back. Um,
He might be
there's,
anyway. It's hard to tell.
yeah, it is hard to tell because they also have kind of a sibling relationship, and it's unclear if it's like, boy next door, girl next door who mature and then the relationship changes. Emma definitely does not see Roland that way,
No.
but
Yeah, I sort of love them together. But also
yes,
at this point, this book he becomes one of like three eligible bachelors who are in
More than
Emma's
three.
sphere.
More than three.
this book just
Three I
collects
like.
buckets of wonderful men who like are desperate to get Emma's attention, and it's kind of fantastic.
So let's talk about one other though, who's not as before we get to the tenant, don't worry. Let's talk about Jack.
Oh, Jack, that's in
Jack.
Mary's. Yeah.
Mary's
I
chaperone, quote unquote. He's a bad dude, but he's also flirting with Emma.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves Emma. I kind of love Jack, even though every time he's on screen, I get like the most horrible pit in my stomach because he's such a like dastardly guy.
And now she owes him favors. Like, ugh.
Yes, and it's
He owes him
incredibly
two favors, no
nerve-wracking.
questions asked.
Yes. So
He might have killed people. Who knows?
Oh, he's definitely killed people.
he's like a very complicated guy that we don't immediately know what to expect from him. And he gets pulled in through Emma's best friend, who I love down, a great character, who's like
just like
yet
her because she's
another
obsessed
vision.
with Jane Eyre.
Yeah, her name is Mary, right? That's
Yes,
what I
Mary.
remember. And she's like yet another example of Victorian womanhood because she's even less privileged than Emma, where she has to like live in this boarding house and like she is like a true like pink collar working girl, not impoverished, but like very, very far from being Regency, practically knows that she will have to work, have to have a career.
And needs a chaperone to leave the boarding house.
Right.
Where Emma can kind of wander around without a chaperone with very little questioning.
Though, to be clear, Emma's not supposed to be wandering around without a chaperone.
No, she's not supposed to be doing any of the stuff she's doing.
Her aunt thinks she has one. She's just kind of using her ability as a woman with a home she owns to do whatever she wants until she gets questioned.
Exactly. And her proximity to wealth and privilege does her a lot of favors.
Yes.
Which
she's
Mary
beloved by her
benefit
community.
from.
Like, she's beloved by her neighborhood. So they just kind of turn a blind eye for a lot of her antics.
Like, realistically, the whole neighborhood is chaperoning her.
Yes. She's like a babysat individual. It's just that the babysitters are like watching from their windows.
Correct.
But anyway, so Mary brings Jack into the plot because Mary needs a oh my God, I just forgot. We just were talking about this.
She needs a chaperone.
Jane Eyre's
Chaperone. Chaperone. Yeah. Mary needs a chaperone and basically hires Jack to chaperone her around. Which becomes, again, an entanglement between everyone that connects to the Jane Eyre saga, which is one of the best parts of this book.
It's so funny.
So weird, but in the best way.
In the best way.
Like, one of the most insane plots is that they're trying to steal some copies of Jane Eyre back from a wicked boarding school woman.
Yeah. I mean, like, it seems so unrealistic, but also so realistic because these girls are desperate and starved for, like, knowledge, and then they've been like passing down these like ratty copies of Jane Eyre for all of the women to consume in order to like escape their hellish boarding school.
Yeah. It's like a core kind of resistance that they've built up where these boarding schools are supposed to make them into these very submissive homemakers, and there's these consistent groups of women who pass down this lineage of resistance to women who refuse to kind of become that mold, even if they have to perform it in school. They kind of cherish this like internal independence that they have. And so that book is personified by Jane Eyre, which of course is about very similar thing, a woman in this kind of boarding school who's being trained to serve the wealthy and is expected to be a very particular kind of person. And Emma gets brought in as like the guardian of the Janes, which is so funny.
Yeah, I just love the idea of them sneaking these books to each other and signing it when they've read it. Mm-hmm. And the current Jane, who Mary was at the time, the Jane is the keeper of the books, has lost the book. And it is a tragedy, a catastrophe, and Emma volunteers her home for all of the Janes to meet, and they all turn to look at her and Jack to go steal it back.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the Duke of Islington is right.
The Duke's also there? ?
Yeah, she was just like, do you want to come witness these Janes? And then like he's explained it, and then he's like, I guess so.
He's like, sounds weird, let's go. So, I don't know, that's somehow a super interesting side plot that's happening. They're successful.
Well, and then you learn that Jack is a master manipulator because they pretend to be husband and wife, and then he pickpockets the madam of the house. And
that's how she ends up owing him favors. And
Yeah.
Because she recognizes he's a bad guy.
Yes. Yeah. Emma sees Jack clearly, which you're relieved by. And I love the Duke in this whole book because I think he really views Emma with this type of like wary acceptance. Like he knows that she's up to no good, but he's kind of like down for like the just insanity of everything that she gets involved in. And he could really shut it down if he wanted to, but instead he kind of approaches it with this like very humorous scolding kind of perspective.
Right. He's technically like the most powerful person in the town.
Yes.
So he's just watching this meeting of the Janes instead.
Yeah, like he's
hot.
He's hot.
And he's hot and young.
And
he
has a library.
Yes.
Well, and then Emma reads his journal twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't forget about the things that go missing and appear in other places that we learned about in book 1. She accidentally finds his diary like hers, but his is in her kitchen cupboard. And she's like, dude, you really should have put a feather over it. That's how you protect them. And it's like, what?
What?
Yeah.
How would you know that?
And she reads the whole thing and like halfway falls in love with him, by the way.
Yeah, she
because
said,
his
I'm going to marry
writing is
this
so
man.
She
Beautiful.
claims it's so she can figure out whose it is, but she keeps reading after that. And then he's like, my initials are on the front.
Yeah, this is
And then
DI on the front, but okay.
The scene where she has to give it back to him did give me just extreme secondhand embarrassment.
Yes.
But their banter together is so top tier. It's so good.
There is no bad banter in these books.
Yeah. Perfect.
But we haven't even touched on the most interesting male relationship, friendship, wall passing note ship. I don't know what you would call it.
Her gaggle of men.
Landlord and renter. The tenant, Mr.
The
Pierce,
tenant.
who lives in Lapis Lazuli Minor, which is tiny, but they share a cat and they pass notes.
Yes, they have a cat named Tybalt.
And mysterious, and the ghost says he's gonna bring problems, and poor Agnes can't handle that the ghost says that, but he kind of just keeps crossing paths with Emma, and they've shared some deep conversations about war and
Emma's falling in love with him, let's be clear.
Emma's causing everybody to fall in love with her.
Yeah, she has a gaggle of men.
Yeah.
But he's like a good guy, or so it seems. He's just very mysterious. And I'm going to rent another portion of their house.
Yes. I love Pierce. This book is such a great continuation of what is like we're left off with in book 1. I love, like, to me, this series is peak slow burn, like actual slow burn. Like, they're getting to know each other.
Burning with multiple people, so I don't know what's happening.
And it's
I can't tell. I literally can't tell who's her main character, like main boy.
This series is so confounding to me because normally I'm a hater of like love triangles, and I'm like,
this is not a triangle. This is an octagon.
It's just like,
are we getting a why choose? What's happening?
It's just a parade of men, and any one of them could be the one. And that's kind of like, it's very like Austen-ish, right? Like, which of these men is the right man?
Gone from no prospects to too many.
Yeah.
Right.
And doesn't realize it.
And you love a lot of them. It's not like they are like, one of them's the right guy and the other ones are mediocre.
No, like I said, Jack's really the only bad one.
Right. And I kind of love that part of her journey in self-discovery is kind of figuring out what she wants romantically. Like, even though she has these great men around her, it's not about them. It's about her own self-fulfillment and discovery of her own needs. But this book is a lot of like very cheeky flirtation in passing notes.
Yes. And he's learning about the idiosyncrasies of his new house and his new neighborhood, and that things go missing and then suddenly appear at this place. And then also
he's experiencing Cousin Archibald.
Yeah.
Which, okay, because we're recording this on the same time that we recorded Dungeon Crawler Carl, I just have to say this because this thought popped into my head today. Cousin Archibald reminds me of Prepotente.
He probably screams like that too.
Exactly. He's Prepotente.
Yeah.
Archibald and the cat that was a ghost that,
Yes.
He's so comedic. And then partway into book 3, they're doing more stuff. I'm like, what is this?
Oh my God.
Who is this man? But also, well done writing him.
It's great.
Okay. So there is this gaggle of men. There's also the local pastor.
I forgot about Young Hawks almost.
Young Hawks.
He might also be flirting with the pastor.
Yeah.
Oh, she's definitely flirting with the pastor. Or the pastor's flirting with her.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which of these guys...
Like a frat boy turned pastor?
Yeah. Which of these guys is y'all's favorite?
Well, I love them all, but I love Roland.
Oh,
Because I feel like childhood nemesis to lover is like, I need that. I need it. And he loves her. He fuels her literacy desires.
See, I love the Duke of Islington.
I'm an Islington girl.
Yeah.
Very telling, I feel like, of personality.
I just think he like is seeing her like in a different light than others are. And she's being authentically herself, but like he is so used to like women literally attacking him and like just wanting it for the money. But like she has no interest in him and actually kind of hates him for how he treated her in the first, like when they first met up and gave his journal. But he's being nothing but like really nice to her. And like he could ruin her life with the stuff he knows about her now. But he's choosing to be like this confidant. And I just think I love a broody man and I love a good Duke love story.
Yeah. How do I manifest naturally meeting 4 men who I could potentially fall in love with?
Who are all like sexy and rich and educated.
Not on a dating app.
Really nice. Yeah.
We need a Regency era dating app.
Yeah. I love Pierce and I love his connection with Emma, but I'm thinking about the ultimate end game. I think I'm still rooting for Islington.
I think Pierce is my secondary for sure, but I like Islington. I just Ronald or Roland or whatever. He rubs me the wrong way a bit.
Yes, that's why I love him.
But guys, to be honest, I also love Hawks. And I think the last book almost changed my mind and like almost kind of made me a Hawks girl.
Ooh.
But Catherine, I just want to say, I really agree with you. I think Islington sees Emma in a very like honest and different way. That is very like
Hawks sees her maybe more than anybody.
Well, because he's getting...
that's why he starts to get me as the books continue.
Yeah. Like, because he's dealing with information from Cousin Archibald through like confessions, even though they're not fucking Catholic.
But also, she's like, I'm looking for my marble. And he's like, all right, cool. Like, he just accepts it.
They're all very different, very typical men who show up in these period romances. But
at the same time, they're like refresh for modern.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, they're written by a modern woman. So obviously they're giving us what we want in the modern day.
Like Roland's Mr. Bingley.
That's
which is not who I would go for in that book, but he's
the
Bingley
tenant,
with a personality.
The tenant is definitely the love interest in Jane Eyre.
Yes. You literally say it.
Forget.
She calls him that.
She calls him that. Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Duke is sort of like
Darcy.
So they're all like, that's why we love them so much, is they're based on these really lovable, like iconic male love interests. But which
Young
one?
Hawks, let me know if you know who that is. Not sure who the pastor is.
I mean, he could be the idiot from Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Collins.
Oh, no. Don't say that about him. How dare you?
To me, Hawks is it's not as one-to-one a comparison, which is maybe an indicator that he's the ultimate guy. But he, to me, is most like the Jane Austen love interest in Northanger Abbey.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, because that guy's like a little bit more like fun and like whimsical. So
I still need to read. This is honestly making me want to. It's been on my list forever to finish reading Austen's works, and this just like adds to my desire to do so. These are just much shorter for right now.
Right. The Northanger Abbey actually has my favorite Jane Austen male love interest. So
I agree. I think Northanger Abbey is one of my favorite Austen books.
Yeah, it's very underrated, I think.
And it's short.
How does one top Darcy?
I mean, Darcy's my number one, obviously.
I just relate too hard to Lizzie. I love Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
It is one of, other than Harry Potter, I think it's the only book I've reread.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously we're very excited about the variety of men Emma is dealing with.
I'm living vicariously through Emma.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what makes the can't say that word for some reason. Epistolary. It's what makes the epistolary style so interesting because you quite literally are living her life. Like you're living it day by day through her diary and journal. So it's like you feel even more connected to the character.
Well, I feel like any woman could see a piece of herself, if not many pieces of herself, in Emma.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We're all her. Like, I'm her. Caitlin's her. We're all her. Like,
we're all her.
We're all her.
You haven't read it yet? You're also her.
Yeah, you're her too. We're all Emma and Lion.
We're all Barbie.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
I watched that movie recently, and that's just what that made me think of.
LOL. Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing we haven't talked about is Emma has some very direct conflict with cousin Archibald in this book, which is a little bit cathartic because he definitely deserves to be like beaten over the head with a wooden stick.
Maybe a metal one.
Yeah. And she
docks his guy's pay and starts paying the maid more. Hell yeah.
Fixes
the maid's doing all the fucking work.
Right.
And she's
fixes
awesome.
some of the effed up stuff in that house. Yeah. And I love her. And she continues to be an amazing character.
There are no bad characters in these books.
No, even the villains
every
are great.
person you meet is important and wonderful.
Like, I appreciate Archibald. He's like a lovable villain.
Yeah. There's no one in here that like, dastardly fiend.
Right.
They're just annoying people in the way of Emma's future.
Right. Everyone has their moments.
Yes.
Okay. Do we want to do book recommendations on this one? I feel like we've already said it.
Yeah,
Emma,
Jane Austen. Read Emma.
Read Emma.
Northanger Abbey. Yeah. Read Jane Eyre for sure.
Jane Eyre is the ultimate.
That's true. That's almost required reading for this one.
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've read that. Maybe I need to reread that, but with what time?
Great point.
Right. Some Wuthering Heights in there too. All the real classic Regency era stuff.
Side note, I was trying to watch that on the plane to Iceland. You wonder why we've been busy because we're all jet setting and things. But I kid you not, I'm trying to watch it and I had to stop because the people next to me for the entire 7-hour flight started making out.
That's nice.
That's just gross.
So he's like holding her by the bodice in Wuthering Heights, and I'm living my Regency era dreams. And then they start making out, so I had to turn it off. Anyway, I will revisit, but emphasis on the movie titles and quotation marks for a reason.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. Well, these are just our opinions. We'd love to hear about which Emma M. Lion man you're rooting for. I can tell you as someone who's gotten to book 8, we still don't really know who Endgame is. And it's...
Ooh, I love a slow burn.
Yeah, the people you're rooting for change. Your front runner changes. The relationships deepen. Oh, it's so good. So keep reading on and tell us what you think. You can connect with us at Busy Girls Pod pretty much everywhere. Also, please rate and review our podcast. All right. Love you. I'm Casey.
I'm Catherine.
And I'm Caitlin. Thanks for listening. And when you get a chance, take a break with the Busy Girls Book Club.